We've got baseball from New Yankee Stadium. It's the Phillies and the Yankees. Next.
Hello and welcome back to that special part of First Play where we invite team members and friends to say whatever's on their minds. So long as they keep the swears down and never mention what happened that time in Leamington Spa. It doesn't matter how much we wash in the bubbling water, we'll never be clean. This week it's the turn of official PlayStation Magazine editor Ben Wilson, who's here to tell us why US-only baseball series MLB The Show is the best sports game you'll never play on PS3.
So I first played MLB The Show on PS2 back in, I guess it was about 2005, 2006 sort of time. I bought what must have been at the time MLB 07 The Show, which was for PS2. Got it home and played it, and at the time, before I played that game, I didn't really understand the nuances of baseball, shall we say. Like, it was just, you know, get a bat, whack the ball over for a home run. That was the fun of it. Through playing MLB 07 The Show, I got into the sport more, which is exactly what happened with Madden back in the early 90s. Sort of vicious circle where because I played that more, I played the game more, got really into the series and started to understand just how deep it managed to be. I've been playing it and addicted to it ever since, and I think there's a lot of other sports titles out there. Madden is getting closer, NHL, FIFA, but I still don't think there's any game out there that replicates a real sport as well as MLB The Show. At the end of each inning, for instance, you get replays of the exciting stuff that's happened in that inning. You get constant lines of commentary that you just can't believe that are in there.
And there you get a look at a guy who already has a couple of rings from his time with the Bo Sox. Their manager in his 7th year with the Sox, Terry Francona.
You might be playing as Atlanta in Boston, and you might have the Atlanta catcher, Brian McCann, might hit a home run, and it will reference some home run he hit in Boston 10 years ago. And it throws up those lines all the time. That God knows how many lines of commentary there are in there.
And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
And then tied into that again is custom soundtracks and custom sounds. So there's a Boston player called Kevin Youkilis, and whenever he goes up to the plate, in real life, everyone shouts, "Uke!" And in the game, you can make and assign any chant to any player. If I make myself and I want a line of abuse like, you know, go home Wilson or whatever, I can put that in the game.
Swing and a miss.
Music as well, so you can have a specific song play when you hit a home run or when you get a strikeout, and you can choose not only the song, but you can choose where in the song it begins. Every year, instead of stopping and going, we've got a brilliant game here, they're constantly looking to push the boat out and add even more realism. I think the specific things it does that other games don't do so well is simplicity, but tied together with detail. So for example, in real life, it's pick up the bat, swing the bat at the ball, or pick up the ball, throw it. The show does that, so if you don't know anything about the sport, I think you can still play it and have fun with it, or certainly that's been my experience of people I've played it with who don't really know it. So one of the big drawbacks to MLB The Show, and indeed the whole series, is that it's never actually come out in the UK. And I can understand the reasons why baseball isn't that popular over here, but it feels like the next natural step would be to at least bring it out and see whether it gets an audience over here. It's come to a point now where this year, and I've never told anyone this, I'm not playing a franchise because last year I got so lost in it that it just sucked away the rest of my life. So this year I try and play it in exhibition only, and I really miss that side of it. It's almost too deep to play, but that shouldn't put anyone off. I think it's one of those games that if you want a new, different sporting experience to see just how good FIFA and Madden could be if they can embrace that same level of depth and quality, then absolutely give MLB The Show a try, because I've never heard of anyone being disappointed.
Thanks, Ben. We'll make a note to invest... Oh, man! New FIFA? We'll have more PS3 confessionals coming your way soon. And if you'd like to submit your own, contact us now by pressing square.